All right, so I finally checked out the She-Hulk Attorney at Law trailer that I've been hearing everybody go crazy about how terrible it is. And I'll be completely and totally honest with y'all guys. I have no interest in this series. No interest. I've checked out all of them. I checked out, the Hawkeye one, whatever that was called. I checked out that one. I checked out Loki. I checked out even, WandaVision. All of those, some better than others. I thought WandaVision was really cool. I thought Loki had its moments that I really enjoyed. But and the Hawkeye one was decent. Everybody hates on it, but I personally thought it was decent. I thought maybe it was probably one of the better ones. To be honest with you, I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that. But if you want to talk to me about She-Hulk, like I don't really understand why Marvel is so intent on destroying everything when it comes to the MCU. Who was calling for a She Hulk attorney at law series? Look, the worst part of Marvel is usually the jokes. And then you add She Hulk attorney at law. What is this like? Ally McBeal meets, I don't know, the MCU? Like, it's crazy to me. Like, who thought this was what people would want to see? Like, is this putting politics ahead of, or, this social kind of wokeism ahead of profit? Like, is this really where we're going? You can't just keep shoving this in people's face and think that we are going to just eventually watch it. We're not. We're really not. This trailer was bad. This trailer was really, really bad. It had a lot of the worst that is the MCU. A lot of people, if you say anything bad about this trailer, they go into this sexism, whatever, a million other isms or is, and I'm just frankly above that right now. I really am. I feel like, just feel like it's just the MCU has just really hit the bottom of the barrel. They've lost their Iron Man. They now got Aquaman, but then you got Amber Heard. So, you've kind of got, when you've lost your Iron Man, you've lost your Captain America. And, of course, a lot of people can say, well, they got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the new Captain America. And no one cares. Really, no one cares. Um, Good luck putting him in a movie and hoping that people are going to pay attention to it because they're just not. They really, I think, bombed on the Doctor Strange 2 movie. That movie was just WandaVision 2.0. Don't get me wrong, as a fan of WandaVision, I thought it would be great to continue, that storyline and to finish it, but not in a Doctor Strange movie. Like, give him his own movie and then give, Wanda her own movie if you wanted to go down that route. But no, they couldn't do that. They had to include that together. It was just, I don't know. That was a bad movie. It just really was. It's a bad movie. I know it's made a ton of money, but it's gone down, each week, each day of this week, basically, and people not being interested in seeing it. So, yeah, I think at the end of the day, I just feel like the She Hulk Attorney at Law is like the worst the MCU can offer. And it just is everything that is wrong with Phase 4. It is identity politics above profit, which is crazy to me because I guess because like I'm an 80s kid and I always think when they talk about big business that profit goes above everything, but it doesn't anymore. And it's not a that normally would be a good thing. But it's like, oh well, we could entertain people because that's our job. Or we could just like, I don't know, put this identity politics in our shows and completely destroy everything that the MCU had built up over the last, what, 15 years. That seems Marvel's path, and I think that's absolutely crazy. But that's just my take on it. I mean, I know I haven't really talked about, the things that I thought was absolutely wrong with this, but I feel like I almost don't have to. I feel like all you've got to do is just read this. I mean, just this right here. She-Hulk, attorney at law, centers on lawyer Jennifer Walters, cousin of Bruce Banner, who inherits his Hulk powers after she receives a blood transfusion from him. At least that's how they did it in the comics. It's unclear if this will cross over into the show. Unlike Bruce in the comics, when she hulks out, Jennifer is able to retain most of her personality, intelligence, and emotional control because she's a woman. She's a woman, and they can't have, her being like the Hulk. She has to be better than the Hulk, which is crazy to me because the Hulk's the one that makes money for you, Marvel. In the MCU, the Hulk has also obtained this ability, which does, I will say, suck. I'd almost rather her just like Hulk out and just go around smashing things, and that'd be funny. What we do from the press release in the trailer is that Walters will be a lawyer who specializes in superhuman oriented legal cases. Yep, that's where we're at right now, guys. That's where we're at. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. How crazy is this? How boring is this? I mean, I guess you got to give the MCU credit for one thing. They really are going outside the norm at this point. They're really testing the waters, and I think it's backfiring on them. I think the Doctor Strange movie and the way it's just completely gone down with people not seeing it is a good effect of what is going to happen from now on. Once Marvel loses all of the goodwill that they have built up over the last 15 years by putting out this kind of garbage like this, people aren't going to rush to see their movies, and people aren't going to, even word of mouth, if the movie is good, isn't going to be enough for them if they're not careful. And I think they've got to the point where we're going to start seeing a decline. A big, big decline. And I've been calling for this for like the last year or two. I really think it started with the series. I think it's going to get even worse over phase 4 and moving on to whatever, if they even make it to phase 5. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. What did y'all think of the She-Hulk trailer? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Y'all take care.